We've all been there, right? Those moments when life just takes a sharp, unexpected turn and leaves you feeling completely and utterly lost. Well, in this explainer, we're going to look at those moments, not as some kind of random chaos, but as perfectly placed points on a divine map.
It's that question that just echoes in your heart when the plans you made so carefully just fall apart. When a relationship you treasured is suddenly over, or that career you were building just disappears. It's that painful question you whisper to yourself in the dark. Why is this happening to me?
And look, that feeling of being totally adrift, it's a universal human experience. But what if there's another way to see it? What if the map we thought we were following isn't the whole picture?
I want you to just think about this for a second, this powerful, totally perspective-shifting idea. What if where you are right now, no matter how confusing or painful it feels, isn't an accident at all? What if it's a deliberate, perfectly placed step on your journey?
To really get this, we have to kind of zoom out. We need to shift from our very limited human viewpoint to a much, much bigger one, the divine perspective. It's really the difference between seeing one tiny puzzle piece and seeing the entire finished picture.
Think of it like this. You're walking through a dark forest at night with just a small flashlight. All you can see is the ground a few feet in front of you. But Allah, He sees the entire forest from above. He sees the whole path, from start to finish, every hidden turn, every obstacle, and the beautiful, light-filled destination that's waiting for you.
There's this incredible verse in the Quran that just nails this idea. It tells us that sometimes we might absolutely hate something that is actually good for us in the long run, and we might love something that's really, really bad for us. We might be crying over a door that closed, having no idea that we were just being protected from something far worse on the other side, because He knows the whole story, while we only see this one tiny page.
This whole concept, it has a name, Qadr. It's the divine decree. It's the core belief that nothing is random. So when a door slams shut in your face or your plans completely collapse, that's not chaos. It's a purposeful redirection, all written with perfect wisdom. That closed door isn't a rejection. It's divine guidance saying, not this way. I have something so much better for you over here.
And this brings us to a really crucial idea. Pain is not always a punishment. Actually, a lot of the time, pain is a form of divine redirection. It's like a giant signpost on the road, pointing you back to the path you're truly meant to be on.
Just look at the story of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. On the surface, his life was just one tragedy after another. He was betrayed by his own brothers, thrown into a well to die, sold as a slave, and then locked up in prison for a crime he didn't commit. From his point of view, every single step must have felt like a complete catastrophe.
But here's the amazing part. Every single one of those painful, awful moments was actually a step leading him directly to his destiny. It wasn't meaningless suffering. It was all preparation. Each hardship was a necessary part of the journey that made him the man who would become the minister of Egypt and save an entire nation from famine.
So, how do we take this huge lesson and actually apply it to our own lives? Well, it comes down to adopting what the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described as the truly amazing affair of a believer. This powerful hadith basically gives a believer a kind of spiritual superpower. It sets up this incredible win-win framework for life. It says that the situation of a believer is always good no matter what's happening. How is that even possible? Well, the logic is so simple, but it's absolutely profound. If something good happens to you, you respond with gratitude, and that gratitude is, in itself, a good thing. If something difficult happens, you respond with patience, and guess what? That patience is also a good thing. So whether you're facing ease or hardship, you always have a path to a good outcome. So here's the real takeaway. Even the moments that hurt the most can be a source of incredible blessings. That heartbreak, it might be the very thing that brings you closer to God. That failure, it might teach you a lesson in humility that you desperately needed. It's about pausing and asking not just why me, but what is this trying to teach me? And that question, it reframes the pain from a dead end into a doorway for growth. So when you put all of this together, it all boils down to one simple yet incredibly difficult thing: trusting the divine map. It means letting go of that burning need to understand every single turn and just trusting the one who drew the path in the first place. And I really want you to hear this because maybe your heart needs this reminder right now. You are not behind in life. It doesn't matter what society says or what your own inner critic is screaming at you. You're not behind.
You are not forgotten. In your quietest, loneliest moments of struggle, you are seen. Your prayers are heard.
And most importantly, you are not abandoned. You are under the care of the most merciful, even and especially when it doesn't feel like it.
So just let this sink in. You are exactly where Allah wants you to be. You are right on schedule. The reason might be completely hidden from you right now, but one day you might just look back and see the beautiful, undeniable wisdom in it all.
Okay, so understanding this is one thing, but actually living it is a whole different ballgame, right? So the real question is, what can you do right now, in this very moment, with this knowledge?
Here's your map for the moments ahead. First, just try. Trust His timing, trust His plan, trust His wisdom. And then, just breathe. Have sabr, that beautiful, strong, resilient patience. Keep making dua, keep talking to God, pour your heart out in prayer. And finally, just keep moving forward, one small step at a time, holding on to that unshakable faith that the one who drew your map is guiding you all the way home.